Hi guys. So as you can see, I'm rocking pajama look. So yeah, this is my look for today. But anyway, good morning guys. So today I want to talk about ethical considerations. You know, what we were taught in sociology and anthropology during my second year, the second semester, we did field work and research work. So we were taught that before you conduct research, you have to take ethical consideration into account, you know. So like you don't just go out there and do your research. You first have to consider the ethical conducts. So basically, ethical considerations are like the rules and regulations as to how and what you're supposed to do. It's basically like doing the right thing. You know ethics. It means like you have to do knowing how to do the right thing and the wrong thing. So yeah, ethical considerations. So I thought, like, since I'm starting this YouTube thing, I thought I have to, since I gained knowledge and acquired that knowledge during my second year, I feel like I have to share it with you guys. So I thought also this could also help and it can do well for my, it can help with my thinking for my YouTube channel. So okay, let me start talking about ethical considerations. So under ethical considerations, and okay, like I said, we were taught in anthropology and sociology. These are like two disciplines that that has to do with also research work and learning about human behaviors. Other one is about human beings. The other one is about learning about people's cultures. Anthropology is about learning about people's cultures and their beliefs and the norms. And then sociology is about how this, learning about how the society changes and how people behave and all that. So yeah. So ethical considerations are very important, guys. So when you go, say for instance, you want to do research and you want to do it in maybe in Brazil or just outside, just overseas. The first thing that you have to do is you have to take into account the gatekeepers. So this is the first principle under ethical considerations. Gatekeepers. Gatekeepers are those people that give you entry into a country. They give you permission to do a certain research, you know. So it's like, it could be the institutions, it could be officials, it could be a person or whatever. So now you're doing a research in a village. You have to go ask permission from the chief that, hey, hello chief, I want to do this. I want to conduct this research, and this research is about this. So then the king or the chief will decide to give you permission. So in this instance, like I thought one of the settings that I want to base my YouTube channel, it's in Salt Lake University, and of course around town, and just any place where I find myself, you know. So I thought, okay, the gatekeepers in this instance, if I want to like interview people in Salt Lake, I have to ask for permission from the vice chancellor, of course, or the DVC, like the DVC Bexon or Berlin. So I have to go to Berlin and tell them about this YouTube thing. So I have to be not confidential, sorry. I have to be integral with Berlin or Bexton and ask and tell them about the YouTube. So I'm going to tell them, okay, YouTube, this is about entertainment, and I'm not trying to mock people. Just want to share knowledge and do this session. So they have to give me permission, because I mean, this is their territory. I can't just decide to interview people, you know, but if something goes wrong, they're not even informed or aware of that. So the second principle is under ethical consideration is informed consent. So informed consent is basically like a contract. Okay? You like a form that you give as a researcher, you give your participant or informant. So we call them participants. The people that give you information, or the people that you interview, we call them the people that we participate with or interview whatsoever, we call them informants or participants. So in this instance, you guys are the people that I will be interviewing will be people will be my interviewees, and I'm the interviewer. So informed consent is a researcher. You give the informant or the participant the form that this is us. I want to get permission from you. I want to know if you're interested in participating in my research, blah, blah, blah. So you sign, and then under those informed consent, under the forms, there's like terms and conditions that states that if a participant or informant wants to withdraw, they can withdraw at any time. So that there's in the informed consent, there's like terms and conditions, and like you state what. And then the third ethical consideration is the third ethical consideration is deception. So deception is basically in anthropology and like in research work, deception is like being honest to your influence. And everyone in the country, wherever you decide to do your research or interview or like whatever. So you tell your informant or the people that this is what I'm going to do. You are honest. You don't betray the informants or the audience or the viewers whatsoever. You tell them that, okay, if I'm asking for permission and you say no, like if I want to take a video and you say I don't want you to post the video, then I have to respect that. That's basically what deception means. It means you do not betray the people that you work with. You understand? So because I obviously will be taking random videos also. So if I take a random video and I am fascinated by something, I'll obviously take a video. I don't first take a video first. I first have to ask for permission, right? And then I'm going to take a video, then okay. Then after that, I show the person that I took a video, then I ask for permission. So deception means if somebody says no, you don't post a thing, then it means I do not have that right to post, because they can file a case against me. And then the fourth ethical consideration that I can think of is the fourth one is anonymity and confidentiality. So anonymity is just like anonymous. If you're doing research and after you research, you're obviously gonna write like an ethnography or a literature, like a story about your research or report. And then if your informant or participant or the viewer, if they want to remain anonymous, you respect it. So that's what basically means when I say anonymity. So you can decide that I want to remain anonymous. So, but in terms of me as a YouTuber and me working with people, so basically, I don't know, if anonymity to me would mean for YouTube would mean like me not posting the video at all, because that person would want to remain anonymous. So then confidentiality, they go along basically. So confidentiality, it's like basically secret between two people, or like just personal information between two people. That's what it means in research. So confidentiality is basically the same thing. I would just not post videos of people who do not want to be posted. So, and then the first one is reciprocity, right? And then what does it mean? Okay, yeah. Reciprocity is basically like a giveaway in the research work. So like basically it's like when you are a researcher, you tell the your informers or participants that, okay guys, after research I can do this for you. Like it's either you give them money, or it's either you give them a gift, or it's either you give them the results of the research or whatever, or just like a credits whatsoever. So basically that's what it means. And then so in terms of being as a YouTuber, what I can do for my for my interviewees is I can maybe make a promotion or just like a giveaway, like maybe give them airtime, money or something. But I'm not promising anything. Let's see if we go big, right? And then the fifth one is dissemination. Dissemination just basically means, as a researcher, you tell your informants that, hey, I'm done with my research, so I'm going to post, or I'm going to take like publish my ethnography, because that's basically when you anthropologists, that's what we do. What ethnography is like those things. So you will tell you will tell your participants that, no guys, okay, I will publish my book, maybe, or ethnography on this website, or you can get it at the library or wherever. So basically, so my interviewers, of course, obviously, I will tell them, guys, you can watch your videos on YouTube or whatsoever. So yeah, that's it. That's all we can remember for now. And those are the ethical considerations. You are supposed to do the right thing. When it's, even if you are a journalist, a reporter, an ethnographer, an anthropologist, a researcher, whatever, anything that has to do with research, you are supposed to follow these steps. You have to do the right thing. You don't just bite into people's territory or spaces and just do what you like. You have to ask for permission, because it's very important. Some people find offense in just being like snapped and those kind of stuff. So you have to ask for permission. You understand? So that's basically it. So like I said,